Cool. Okay, so make yourself comfortable in cross-leg seating or perhaps Japanese seat. It's really up to you. If you sit this way, you might want to use a block or blanket or pillow to make it more comfortable for you. Whichever posture you choose, the most important is your back is nice and straight. So avoid unnecessary curve in your spine by maybe touching your spine and checking what it's like. It should be nice and straight. With palms, you can keep them on your knees, on your groins, really up to you. Palms facing up or down with chin mudra or not. Chin means touching your thumbs and pointing fingers together. And then roll your shoulders back a few times. And as you do it, focus on your breath and synchronize this too. So as you lift your shoulders up, inhale, and as you take them back, exhale. Following your own pace and letting your breath guide you. Maintaining your spine awareness. And eventually letting go of that movement, relaxing your shoulders and keeping them nice and away from your ears so your neck is nice and long. Chest relatively open, maybe tucking your chin under so that your neck is nice and long. And here you can close your eyes, or if you are one of those people who drift away as soon as you close your eyes, then simply look at the space in front of you, perhaps 1 meter in front of you, with eyes half closed. And let's start by tuning into our bodies. So with your inner eye, explore your body, check if you hold any unnecessary tensions. And if you do, take a couple of deep breaths into any area of your body that feels tensed. It might be your legs, maybe your thighs. Simply take a nice deep breath in and exhale to let go of any tensions from your legs. Check your belly. Sometimes we tense our bellies. We try to make them look flat whenever possible. Well, there is no need for this right now. You can really relax and allow yourself to be yourself, just as you are. Nice deep breath in into your belly and letting go of everything as you exhale. Check your chest, upper back, your rib cage moving up and sideways. Again, your shoulders. You might have some extra tensions there, especially in your neck. Again, check how it feels and perhaps let go of tensions if you find any. And finally, your face. Check if you use any facial muscles. Again, there is no need to hold any expression at the moment, so you can just relax your face, your jaws, your cheeks, eyelids, forehead, and perhaps bringing a gentle smile just for a positive affirmation. And as you feel more relaxed, come back to your breath. Come back to your spine, maintain your posture awareness. Nice straight back, keeping you awake in this practice. I wonder if you can hear the lovely birds outside, also at my place. It's just one of those sounds you can also focus on in this practice. All the sounds we hear is part of our experience. sounds outside and sounds inside. You might be able to hear your breath. You might be able to hear your heartbeat. Use those as an anchor to the present moment, letting go of the thoughts. There is no need to wander in the past or imaginary future. You can just be here and now with yourself, bringing the attitude of openness and curiosity to the present moment and especially to your breath. Try to get to know your breath and let it guide you from moment to moment like a handrail. At this point, start deepening your breath, taking more air in than you usually do, holding your breath just after your inhale, and then exhaling. And again, perhaps taking more time for your exhale than you usually do. Keep breathing, keep extending your breath, making sure your inhales and exhales last about the same amount of time. Noticing the gap between the breaths, right after inhale and exhale. And holding your breath for a second or two. Truly expanding your chest as you breathe, feeling those ribs moving even sideways. Acknowledging all the experiences, even if you get distracted, even if you start thinking about something, that's okay. Just accept, acknowledge it's happening, and then come back to your breath. It's the nature of the mind to wander. And it's up to us to try to bring it back each time, to improve our focus. Extending your breaths. If you are familiar with Ujjayi breath or victorious breath, you can start using it now. It simply means tensing the muscles at the back of your throat so that you can feel and hear your breath at the back of your throat. But don't worry if you are not familiar with this practice. I'm not gonna teach it now. And obviously we are breathing through the nose only. Discovering the qualities of the breath. Imagine the breath has the power to purify us with the energy or simply oxygen. Stay with your breath. If you feel particularly distracted, you might want to count your breath from 1 to 4 as you inhale and 1 to 4 as you exhale. Feel free to visualize the numbers if that helps you. A couple more deep breaths, calming and oxygenating yourself. And slowly becoming aware of your fingers and your feet again. You can keep your eyes closed, gently moving your toes and fingers. And then bringing your palms together, giving them a bit of rub. So rub your palms to create heat. And when you are ready, cover your eyelids and open your eyes into your palms. Look into this dark space created by your palms. And relax your eye muscles. Maintain your breath and posture awareness. Slide your palms down your face, interlace your fingers, and we will start with some basic stretches here. So stretching your arms, fingers in front of you, then take your arms up, look up, stretch a few times. Now stay with your arms up, look down, chin to chest. Try to reach the sky with your palms, stretching your shoulders and back, opening the chest. Nice deep breaths. Try to keep your arms and back as straight as you can. Last deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your palms together behind you. And again, open your chest, either looking down or if your neck is happy, looking up. Nice, vigorous breath. Great. And release when you are ready. As last time, we'll imagine there is a rope just above us, and we try to climb that rope, stretching one side of the body at a time. Slowly and mindfully. And when you feel you are done with it, then bring your left palm by your left hip on the mat and lean over to your left, using your right arm as an extension of the right chest and stretching through the fingers. If you are very flexible, you can also bring your forearm down. Just remember to keep your buttocks on the mat. Feel free to open the chest, look up, rotate your right chest towards the sky. Nice deep breaths into your right chest. And the next time you inhale, come back up and go to the other side. Lean to your right, stretching the left chest. Perhaps bringing the elbow down if you have that degree of flexibility, and looking up, opening the chest. Letting your breath guide you. There is no need to rush. Coming up as you inhale. Great, now we'll do side twists. So, nice deep breath in, arms up. As you exhale, bring the right palm down on top of the left knee and left arm behind you. Inhale, open your chest, elevate your spine. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Stay there for a few moments. Looking over the shoulder, opening the chest, elevating the spine each time you inhale. And you can go deeper as you exhale. Feel free to come out gently, carefully, and then take your arms up again. Left palm, right knee this time, right arm behind you. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. And here make sure your head follows the rest of the spine. So spine goes first and then your head. Visualize your spine. Imagine what kind of shape it takes right now. And as you take deeper breaths, especially into your right chest, you actually massage your internal organs. Try to go deeper as you exhale, twisting a bit more. And the last breath, coming out when you feel ready. And then we'll move into butterfly. So bring your feet together, have a small gap really between your heels and your groins, holding your feet and releasing tensions from your hips. Again, make sure your neck is nice and long, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Looking down. Now take your feet a few inches forward and open them as if you are reading a book. And take a nice deep breath in, open your chest, and as you exhale, gently bend forward from your hips. So there is a difference. If you bend from your waist, you will bend your spine. But here, we are bending from the hips, so that your chest and face, head are in one line. You are bringing whole chest towards your feet. So there is no need to hunch your back. Looking down towards your feet, taking nice deep breaths. Especially into your groins, you are stretching right now. I'm sure most of you can feel it. Great. And release. Stretch your legs. And give your knees a bit of rub, one knee at a time. Great. And now with your right hand, grab your right big toe and stretch this leg a few times. Now some of you might not be that flexible, so you will need to use your strap at this point. I'm demonstrating how to use it. You need it if you can't reach your toe. Now stay in this pose for a few moments, inhaling into your right hamstring, keeping your chest open, maybe using your left palm for support. And if you want to go deeper, then take this leg to the side, to the right side. And again, taking deep breaths there. Then you can use the strap or fingers. Great. Now bring that right foot towards your chest or face, keeping your chest open. It's a gentle movement. You should feel a stretch on the outside of your right thigh. Nice. Now rest that leg down on top of your left thigh. Put your fingers between the toes to stimulate the acupuncture points. And now rotate that ankle. Not sure if you can see. You can rotate that ankle here in one direction at a time, slowly and mindfully, directing your breath into your ankle. Change the direction. Great, and release. Time for the other leg. So use the strap or fingers to grab the foot and stretch it a few times, perhaps synchronizing the movement with your breath. When you feel ready, stay in the pose with your leg nice and straight so that you can feel the stretch at the back of your knee. Direct your breath there. Even if it feels abstract, imagine your breath goes into the back of your left leg. And perhaps take it to the side if that feels alright for you. Remember about the spine, staying nice and straight, chest open. And releasing. Now bringing that foot towards your chest or face. Gently accepting your limits, or perhaps discovering them for the first time. And resting the foot down for a couple of rotations on your ankle. Nice. Good. Okay, nice legs, nice straight legs. Now take your glutes away so that your sitting bones can be on the mat. Nice straight posture, 90 degrees angle. You can use support, placing your palms by your hips. Feet are active, flexed. There's 90 degrees angle there. Chest is open, shoulders away from the ears. Try to maintain 90 degrees angle, or maybe even less. You can try without support, or maybe with arms over your head. That's the most intense version, so choose carefully. Nice strong thighs and core to hold that posture, but don't hold your breath. Good, one deep breath more. And release. Shake your legs. And now let's do a couple of forward and backward bends just to warm up before going deeper into forward bends. Okay, next time you exhale, take your right leg, bend the knee, bring that right foot into your groin. Now take a nice deep breath in, inhale, look towards the left leg and bend forward towards the front leg and stay here for a few moments. Try to bring your chest face towards the leg in front of you. Again, bending from your hips and not from your waist to keep the spine nice and straight. If you can't reach your foot, you can hold your shin or use the strap again. Lovely. Now, reach for your strap or reach for your big toe, left big toe with left hand. And bend that elbow so that you can press the elbow against the leg. If you have to use the strap, I'm gonna demonstrate now. With the strap will be much easier. You simply want to press against that shin or knee. Okay, now extend the right arm and look towards your right thumb. Maybe finish with chin mudra there. Stretching through your fingers, the fingers of the right hand. Stay there or go deeper by bringing the right arm over towards your right ear and opening towards the ceiling, towards the sky. So gently twisting towards the sky. You should feel a nice stretch in your right waist. So take a couple of deep breaths there as well as your right chest. Look up if your neck is happy. Last breath. And very gently release that posture. Now we're gonna do a counter pose. Place your palms behind you, fingers pointing forward. And lift your hips up, drop your head. Five breaths. Come out after the fifth breath and prepare to go to the other side. So bring your left foot by your groin. Take a nice deep breath in, square hips and bend towards the right leg. Hopefully it's right for all of you. If not, just the front leg. Again, bringing chest face towards that leg. And the foot is active, flexed, there's 90 degrees angle. Direct your breath into the back of the right leg, going deeper perhaps as you exhale. Releasing the tensions, letting them sink into the floor. Notice all the sensations. And when you are ready, come out gently to reach for your big toe or use the strap to rub the foot. Okay, and then look forward, bend that elbow. Perhaps you will have to use the strap at this point and press that elbow against your leg. Yeah. The left arm can stay where it is, or you can try to bring it over. That's quite intense, especially on your shoulder and the left torso. So be mindful. Some of you might be so flexible, you might be able to bring that left palm towards the right foot, but don't worry, I don't expect that from you. So just check what's comfortable. Perhaps just pointing towards the sky while opening your chest and rotating that left chest towards the sky as well. Very good. Nice deep breaths. Stay where you are. Nice. Slowly coming out. And counter pose, palms behind you. Inhale, 5 deep breaths with your hips up and head dropped back. Coming out when you feel ready. We are moving on to all fours. So we will start with the classic pose, cat flexions and extensions. So here you need to have your thighs, arms vertical to the floor, parallel to each other, and wrists just under your shoulders, knees just under your hips. Spread your fingers nice and wide to protect your wrists. And when you are ready, take a nice deep breath in, drop your belly, look up. And as you exhale, flex like a cat, drawing that navel in. Again, taking nice deep breath in, dropping the belly. And flexing, continuing with your own pace. Feet are flat on the mat. Arms are parallel. Soon your arms could be parallel to each other. Nice, keep going. Maybe going deeper each time, letting the breath guide you. And the last one. Come back to neutral when you are done and prepare for tiger pose. If you haven't done it before, I will show you now. I will start with the right leg so that you can see that side. Simply, as you inhale, you lift that leg up, but you don't twist your hip. You simply kick back as much as you can, looking up. As you exhale, you slowly bring that knee towards your nose, and perhaps you might be able to touch your nose. So we are gonna do it a couple of times, synchronizing with the breath. So when you are ready, take a nice deep breath in, look up, lift that right leg up and back, and then slowly bring it towards your nose or forehead. Slowly, mindfully, taking as much time as you need. If your wrists are struggling, remember to spread your fingers nice and wide. 5 times on that side. Very good. Keep going. And after 5th time, switch sides. So we'll be taking the left leg back and up, looking up, and then drawing the navel in, bringing this knee towards your face. Just be careful, don't kick yourself if you are very flexible. Very good, keep going. Great. Now come back to neutral. Take that right leg back again, but this time Bring the knee by your side. You can bend that knee, keeping the thigh parallel to the ground. Hopefully you have enough space. Stay here without twisting your hips, without changing the position too much of the left leg. Or if you want, extend that right leg. Strong pose, strong breathing. Keep the leg parallel. Strong core. 2 more breaths, you can do it. Great, and release, shake. And now the other side. So, that left leg, bend the knee, nice 90 degrees angle. If you like, you can stretch that leg. Hold it for 5 breaths. Strong posture, strong breathing. Lift a bit higher, come on. Last deep breath in and release. Shake if you have to. And we'll move to puppy pose, one of my favorites. Keep your legs hip distance apart, vertical to the ground. And now walk your palms forward and wide, bringing your chest down and your forehead down, or if you are flexible, your chin. Stay here, pressing down with your palms so that you can bring your armpits down as well. Opening the upper back and letting all the tension sink into the ground. To come out, press down with your forehead, bring your palms either side of your face and come back to flexed cat. Great. Now release your palms, maybe shake your wrists if they feel like they need that. We are now moving into downward dog. So that will be our first proper yoga pose. It's gonna get more intense, so if it's really too much for you at some point, I know some of you are very new to yoga, then just rest. Okay, so for downward dog, really start in the cat pose, but we are tucking the toes under, spreading those fingers nice and wide so that you can press through your palms and then lift your knees off the mat. Now bring those thighs to start with to your chest so that your arms and back are in one line. Now maybe flex those toes. Stretch your toes by lifting your heels up. There's 90 degrees angle on your feet. Good, thighs are by your chest. Now slowly start straightening your legs and perhaps walking on spot, bringing one heel down at a time. Keep pressing through your palms. It's not a press up. It's not a press up. You have to use your arms as an extension of your spine. It does take time to build up this strength, so be patient with yourself. Now as you inhale, lift both heels up, so you have a nice acute V, inverted V shape. And then bring both heels down, hold the pose for 5 deep breaths. So a couple of tips, palms are spread nice and wide, you are pressing through your palms. You draw your navel in, trying to reach the sky with your sitting bones. Feet are hip distance apart, parallel to each other, and you try to bring your heels down to stretch your hamstrings. If I am there to adjust you, I would push you back so that you can take more weight onto your legs. Relax your neck, last deep breath in. And bring your knees down and rest in child. Okay, we'll go again. So stretch those arms in front of you. Come back to all fours. Unfold your downward dog. Now we are going to do 3-leg dog with a nice hip opener. So when you get to the pose we've just done, The only difference is you have to lift one leg up. Let's start with the right leg. Bend that right knee, bring the foot to your buttocks, then lift as high as you can. Try to point towards the sky with your knee, and then drop that leg towards the left side, letting the gravity opening your right hip. Look up under your armpit if your neck is happy. Nice deep breaths here. Remember to keep pressing through your palms to keep the nice strong posture. Last deep breath in. Bring the right foot down and adjust your dog. We will try with the left leg. So inhale, left foot comes towards your buttocks, and then try to drop that leg to the right side, looking up if you feel like it. Last deep breath. And bring feet, knees down, palms by your feet to let your wrist rest. Child pose. And when you rested, let's extend those arms again and come back to dog. We'll do a couple of modified sun salutes. Each will be different so that you can benefit from plenty of stretches. As you are in your downward dog, extend the right leg, but this time without opening your hip. Simply lift that right leg up. And as you exhale next time, bring that knee and foot between your palms. Take a few moments to get there. If it's too much for you, bring your left knee down, otherwise stay where you are. Plant your left palm by your instep. So you have right leg and left palm in front of the mat. Good. And now sink lower with those hips. Maybe take the back leg back a bit. Stretching through your back heel as well. And then extend that right arm towards the sky, looking up. Check your knee. Your knee should be just over your ankle, 90 degrees angle. Very good. Keep breathing, keep stretching towards the sky through your fingers. Feel the stretch in both legs. The back leg is strong and long, stretching through your heel. Last deep breath in. And this time, bring your right palm down and move to plank. As you're in the plank, you can go down or go to chaturanga by bringing knees, that's easier. And then chest sliding through into cobra, flat feet, long neck, looking down or up to you, but elbows are by your side. Great, and coming back onto all fours and resting. Time to go to the other side. So extend those arms, come back to all fours, tuck your toes under, unfold your downward dog. Lift the left leg up this time. Bend the knee, bring that left foot between your palms. Again, you have options. You can bring the right knee down or keep it up if you want to have a stronger pose. Nice big gap between both legs. Right palm is planted by your left foot. Sink those hips lower. And then expand left arm towards the sky. Look up. Angle pose. Very good. Stay here. 2-3 breaths more. Nice stretches in both legs. Come back down with the left palm, move into plank, and then lower yourself down the way you want. Move into cobra, open your chest. And exhale into child. Okay, we'll do now something similar but slightly different. Extend your arms again, unfold your downward dog. This time lift your left leg up and sweep it through between your palms. Now what's gonna be different this time? You plant your left palm by your left foot. Last time it was right, now it's left palm, left foot. Bring the back heel down, right heel down, and now expand and look towards the sky. Your left shoulder can press against the knee. Stay here or bring that right arm towards your right ear so that almost your arm is an extension of the rest of your body. Look up, maybe twist towards the sky with your chest. Strong back leg, well, left leg as well. Last deep breath in. And bring that right foot down, move to plank, lower yourself down as you exhale, inhale into cobra or downward dog or up dog, is up to you, and then unfold your downward dog. So this time we are not resting. Extend the right leg and sweep it through into runner. This time plant your right palm by the instep. Bring the left heel down so you have a nice stable posture. And then extend that left arm. 5 deep breaths. Perhaps bringing that left arm over by your ear. And bringing both palms down, moving into plank, chaturanga or press down. Inhale in cobra, nice long neck, rest in child. Keep resting. If you can't reach your floor with the forehead, rest your forehead on your fists. Okay, let's go again. Extend your arms, come back onto all fours, tuck your toes under, unfold your downward dog. This time we'll rise up. So, as you inhale, lift your left leg. Let's start with the left leg so you can see me. Sweep that left leg through. Again, you can bring that right knee down if you want to or stay where you are. We're gonna rise up, square hips. Here you can keep your palms on your hips, on your thigh, or if you feel like it, why not to bring the palms together over your head to open your chest a bit more. Really leaning back, very good. Nice 90 degrees angle on your left leg, front leg. Strong posture, strong breathing. And bring your palms to your heart. Down to the mat, plank, rest if you have to, cobra or up dog, up to you, and unfold your downward dog again. Let's get this blood going. Right leg up, sweep it through. Check your posture, maybe bring the left knee down, rise up when you are ready. Choose the position of your arms. Some of you might even want to open the chest more by bringing the palms together just behind your buttocks. Looking up, sinking your hips lower. And bringing your palms down into plank, down, Inhale, cobra. And rest in child. Palms by your hips. Make sure you oxygenate well. After all, our muscles need lots of oxygen to keep going. And prepare for the last one. Extend the arms, come back to all fours, unfold your downward dog. Extend the left leg. This time, bring your knee between your palms. So we are going to swan pose. Take a few moments to adjust. So your left knee should be in front, closer towards your left palm. Your right heel could actually land just under your hip. That's great. Some of you might even push it more towards the edge of the mat, but there is no need. Swan pose, the back foot is nice and flat. You can rise up onto your fingertips, keeping your chest nice and open, maybe rolling those shoulders back a bit. Sinking with your hips down. So that's stage one, that's the easiest one. Stage two, you could basically lay down with your forehead, maybe on your fists, or perhaps just on the floor. And then truly sinking into this pose. Stay where you are, or if you are really experienced, then you can go into full pose by using your arms as an extension of your upper body. So floating. Choose your posture carefully. If you are new to yoga, just stay with the easier options. It's important you take time to get to know your body. Great. Release. Well, we move to plank again. Nice deep breaths. Exhale over down. Inhale into cobra. Take your time. Come back into downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Sweep it through, so now your right knee lands by your right palm in front of the mat. Back foot flat. Choose your option. You should basically do what you've done on the other side. And try to bring your hips closer to the mat. Otherwise, lay down. Great. While we wait for others, you can do some freestyle movements in all fours. If you feel like it, let your spine guide you. Perhaps some snake-like movements, maybe some wave-like movements. Simply while we wait, just stay with your body. Keep it nice and warm. Very good. Okay, I think everyone is back. So we will slowly move towards standing postures. Before we do, let's gather energy by bringing feet, maybe with heels down, maybe not, it's up to you. Palms together, spreading your knees out. So basically your forearms should create one line. Nice open chest, you are not collapsing here. Shoulders are away from your ears, looking down. Gathering your energy. Bringing your intent. Okay, and slowly moving into standing. So we will start with a forward bend. Straighten your legs, keep them hip distance apart, but don't lift your head yet. Just let your head, neck be free. Maybe say yes a few times and no. If your arms are very long, maybe clasp your elbows and rock from side to side, letting go of tensions from your upper body. Ragdoll shakes. Now grabbing your big toes or your shins or knees, whatever you can reach. I can reach my big toes. I can actually step on my palms, so if that's you, feel free to do it, to move into nice deep forward bend. Keep your feet apart to keep yourself balanced, but otherwise you can keep them closer together. Nice deep breaths into your hamstrings. Again, letting your tension sink into the floor. Great. And releasing, looking up, taking nice deep breath in, exhaling, bringing the face, chest down again. And now very slowly going up, stacking your vertebrae on top of each other like domino blocks. One at a time, taking a couple of deep breaths, lifting your head last. Great. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now engaging your feet. So as you inhale, take your heels off the mat for a bit of balance. Exhaling down. Inhaling, heels up. And down. And the last one, synchronize the movements. Let the breath guide you. Very good. We'll move into warriors now. So, place your left foot in front of the mat. I keep starting with the left leg simply because that's the way you can see me best, but usually we just start with right. So left foot in front, right foot at the back, and the right foot is rotated. There's about 60 degrees angle there. And the left leg is the only one that's bent. The back leg is nice and straight. So we are gonna start with warrior 2. So open your hips to the side and extend your arms. Good. Check if you can see your big toe. If you can see your big toe, your alignment is correct. Maybe sink deeper. Maybe you can take back leg back a bit because you are more flexible than you assumed. Very good. Now imagine I'm standing there pulling you back by the right arm. Just a little bit to make sure you're nice and straight. Do not curve your spine. Keep your back nice and straight. So tuck your tailbone under. Very good. Now slide your right palm down the right thigh and come over with the left arm. Lean back. Good. The knee doesn't move. Strong front leg. Keep breathing. And when you are ready, move to the front. So rest this left elbow on top of the left knee, and this time the right arm comes over. Look up. So that's an easy version. Harder version will be floating that front elbow on top of the knee. So if you are very experienced and very strong, you don't really need that left arm at all. But because it's Sunday morning, let's not keep it too intense. Looking up, rotating towards the sky. On the inhale, come back to standing. Very good. Now, your feet are parallel to each other, quite wide apart. We will do goddess pose. Not sure if you are familiar with this one, but it's very good for strengthening your thighs, but also calves. So, what we do? We bend both knees so that you can sink deeper in that pose with upper body nice and straight. And now lift, maybe before you lift anything, point those feet out. 45, maybe 60 degrees angle. That should feel nice. Stay here or lift your right heel up. Right heel up. Good. Bring it down as you exhale. Inhale, left heel down. And exhale, keep going, right and then left. If this is too easy for you, you can do both at the same time and just stay there. We have mixed levels, so I'm trying to give you as many options as you can. You can even use chin mudra. Nice, relax, shake your legs. Maybe massage your thighs if it was really strong for you. And when you are done with your drink, come back to where you were, but with your feet parallel. And we will simply bend forward here. So place your palms on your hips. Take a nice deep breath in, look up and bend from your hips forward. Now you can bring your palms down. Maybe now spread your legs a bit wider, that feels alright. To protect your knees, you can point your toes slightly towards the center. So your heels are a bit out. And now you can relax your head, neck, maybe shake a few times. Basically, we are going into downward dog with your legs nice and wide. So walk those palms forward and wide. Press with your palms down so they're an extension of your spine. And look into the gap between your legs. And then walk your palms back. And on the nice inhale, slowly come back to standing. We will go again, but this time we'll open your chest. So what I will ask you to do is to interlace your fingers, palms, behind you, maybe with pointing fingers pointing down. So as you inhale here, look up, bring your shoulders together, exhale, bend forward, and try to bring those palms together over your head. But keep your palms together, do not spread them out. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. Very slowly come out, slide your palms down. And if you still remember, we have to do warriors on the other side. So bring your right foot this time to the front of your mat. Back foot is the left foot, 60 degrees angle there. Make sure your heels are not on one line because you will struggle with balance. There is a couple of inches gap. Now, nice open hips to the side. Extend your arms. Imagine I'm pulling you back a bit, this time by the left arm to adjust your pose. Check the curve of your spine, make sure your spine is nice and straight. So you can do that by twisting your pelvis forward. Very good. Nice deep breaths. Check that right big toe, can you see it? You should be able to see it if you look down. Now slide your left palm down the hip, the thigh, and then come over with the front arm, which is your right. Look up, open your chest towards the sky. The right front knee doesn't move. Nice deep breaths. Strong legs. Maintain posture awareness. And when you are ready, after 5th breath, switch sides. So the elbow, right elbow comes onto the right leg and the left arm comes over by the ear. Beautiful. You can use chin mudra to finish off both palms. Maybe push that left hip forward a bit for a deeper stretch. Sink lower with your hips. And next time you inhale, gently come back up. Now we'll do a bit of balance. I chose today eagle pose. It might be a bit complicated, but it's really pleasant to do and give us options to move into other postures afterwards. So come to the front of your mat, or I will be in the middle so you can see me better. Soft knees. Now place your right knee on top of the left knee. And toes of both feet can be on the mat. You can even tuck them behind the calf if you are more experienced. Now, extend your arms and place your right elbow on top of the left elbow. Now bring your palms together, or at least hold your thumb. And two actions really. Try to lift those arms up and push your forearms away from your face. So you are going in two directions with your arms, feeling a nice stretch between your shoulder blades. Good. Next time you exhale, bend forward and rest your elbows on top of the thigh. So you are basically an eagle waiting on a cliff to fly off. And we have two options here. You can move into airplane pose or warrior 3. In both poses you have to extend the back leg back, which will be your right leg, and you can spread your arms to the sides as wings or bring them together. So I'm gonna demonstrate now. So left leg is strong, right leg is back, ideally parallel to the floor, arms to the sides or into warrior 3. Over your head. Strong pose, keep breathing. Hips are parallel to the ground. There is no need to open your hips. And rest by resting that back foot back into warrior 1. Come out, take deep breaths. We are going to do eagle on the other side. So again, soft knees. This time left knee comes on top of the right knee. Extend your arms in front of you. And now left elbow comes on top of the right elbow. Bring your palms together or hook the thumb. Two things. Pushing those forearms away from your face and lifting your elbows up. Last deep breath. On the exhale, come back down. Again, gather your energy for the next pose of your choice, either airplane or warrior 3, whatever you chosen last time on the other side. And on a deep breath in, choose your option. Nice parallel body to the floor, strong right leg. Spread the toes nice and wide. Trying to see you, very good. Ambitious options, lots of, oh my god, someone just fell on the sofa. You right? Good. Great, and come out into warrior 1 and then shake your legs. So now you can just lay down on your mat supine, so your chest down. We will start with Sphinx. So here, your elbows are actually under your shoulders, neck is nice and long, and the big toes are touching, and that's very important in all those poses when we lay down, that your big toes are together. This will protect your lower back. Look down, tuck your chin in. Good. Okay, let's move on to Cobra. With one difference. As you come down, I want you to let go of hands and just try to hold yourself up with the muscles around your spine. So remember to breathe, hovering over with your palms and then coming down. And rest on your forehead or chin or cheek. Okay, let's try that again, but this time all the way without palms. So try to go as high as you can, maybe placing your palms under your chin. Keep big toes together. Keep breathing, and every time you inhale, try to lift higher. Strong lower back. Lifting higher next time you inhale. Hold for a moment, and then release down and rest. Okay, now next one, bring your palms together behind you. As you inhale, allow your arms to pull you back, to open your chest. Keep looking down for a nice neck. Lifting higher each time you inhale. And release, rest on the other side, other cheek. And now extend your arms in front of you. We will do something I think we used to call scissors at school. Simply, while resting your head, I will ask you to lift right arm and left leg up. And then as you exhale, bring them down. On the inhale, the other side. So left arm, right leg. Start when you are ready. Right arm, left leg up. Inhale. And then prepare to swap and follow your own pace. Forehead down. Stretching through your fingers and toes. Okay, and after about 5 on each time, you can just relax. Okay, now let's look at your legs. Bend your knees so that your shins are vertical to the floor. Very good. While resting your head, simply lift one knee at a time, trying to reach the sky with your foot. So keep breathing, lifting one leg at a time. Try to go as high as you can without twisting your hips. Finish on the left side. Keep your legs up so that you can touch your ankles. Don't worry if you have to spread your legs out a bit, it's fine. Otherwise, keep them where they were. On the inhale, allow your legs to lift your upper body. So your legs are stretching your upper body. Maybe lift a bit more. Knees are rather down. And release and rest. And the last one from this series, again, hold your ankles or feet. This time we'll lift both knees and upper body. So take a nice deep breath in and prepare. Lifting everything up. Very good. You may even try to bounce, rock forwards and backwards if you like. I'm not a big fan of this, to be honest. It all depends how soft your mat is. Now we'll continue resting in crocodile pose. So bring your elbows under your chin, hold your chin with your palms, spread your legs nice and wide. And the trick is to bring your instep down. Insteps down, and now rock your hips from side to side. Holiday pose, I like to call it. Nice. Now bring your feet together and let's move into wide knee child. So palms under your shoulders, lift yourself up, buttocks to feet and rest. And lifting up to simply lay down on your back for a few more poses. Make sure your belt is handy. Take your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then bring your knees by your chest for a knee hug. You can even place your nose between your knees and wrap yourself like a ball. Now rest your head down and rock from side to side, or maybe rotate your knees in one direction, then the other, simply to massage your back with the floor. Now maybe spread the knees nice and wide, keep the rotation going. Good. And now spread your arms nice and wide to the side so you look a little bit like a letter T. And drop your legs to your right side, your knees by your chest. Nice deep breath in, inhale. And drop them to your left. Inhale, lift your legs up and go to the other side. You can do slower. Simply follow your breath, going with your bent legs from side to side, twisting your body a bit. Finish on the left side. Then bring your both heels down to the mat. Now lift your right leg up and place your right ankle around the top of your left thigh. I'm demonstrating if you are not sure. Good. Now lift your left foot up as well and hold your left thigh. Interlace your fingers at the back of the left thigh. And we will have two things going which we will not be able to see. First, we are pulling left thigh towards the left armpit, while the right knee is pressing against. So there is no movement, but there's lots of tensions, good tensions this time. Make sure your head is nice and with the neck long on the mat. Nice deep breaths into your lower back. Pulling your left leg towards your left armpit, while the right leg is pressing against the left leg. Chin tucked in. Good, release. And switch sides. So left ankle goes around your right thigh and knee. Now interlace your fingers at the back of the right thigh and try to pull that leg towards your right armpit while the left knee this time is pressing against that leg. Deep inhales into your lower back. And your back should be nice and long on the mat. Lovely. Now grab that strap, extend the left leg. You don't need the left leg for now, just right leg. Wrap your strap, find the middle of your strap first, and then wrap your right foot and extend it towards the ceiling. Hold the strap with your right hand only. So right leg, right hand. Nice, very good. Now do a couple of rotations here to warm up this hip area. Left palm can press the left hip down to make sure it's nice and grounded. If you are rotating your leg, try both directions. And now inhale, pull the strap so that your leg comes closer to your chest, just a tiny bit. And when you are ready, drop this leg slowly to your right. So your right leg, right arm, come down. If it's too much for you, bring your elbow down if you can't hold your foot. The left palm is pressing down the left hip. So the left leg is nice and long, the right as well, but to the right side. Really opening that knee. If you want to go deeper, point your right toes down towards the mat. Maybe even pull that strap more if you don't feel the stretch yet, but I'm sure most of you do. Great. Next time you inhale, slowly come back up with that leg and go to the other side, assuming you have a space. So basically you have to swap hands. This time it will be your left hand holding the right leg so that you can extend the right arm down and bring that right leg to your left side over the other leg. Good. That's a very different stretch. You can feel the difference. Again, you can point your toes down, lifting your heel up a bit and pulling the strap to deepen the stretch. There should be at least a nice 90 degrees angle, but don't worry if you can't get there yet. Everyone has a different body. Nice deep breaths into the back of the right leg. Check your right shoulder, it should be on the mat. Great, come out of this pose. Relax your right leg. We are gonna switch sides. I don't really have much space here, so maybe I'll lay down like this. So wrap your left foot. I like your creativity. Sun is using a scarf because he doesn't have a belt. Very good. So left leg, left arm up, holding the foot. And we will start with a couple of rotations, clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Good, right palm on the right hip, pull that strap a bit, and when you are ready, start lowering your left leg to your left. Feel free to bring the elbow down first for a bit of support. Check your right shoulder, it should be nice and relaxed on the mat. Perhaps you have a 90 degrees angle, that's where you aim for. If you want to go deeper, point your toes towards the floor and pull the strap. Releasing your tensions, letting them sink into the floor. Beautiful. And coming back up. Swapping hands so that you can lower this leg now to the right. Rest the left arm down. Look towards your big toe. It's pointing towards the floor on the right side this time. Perhaps you can bring it to the floor. That's even great. Better. And release. Great. Now come back to laying down on your mat with both legs nice and long. Take your arms over your head, full body stretch. And knee hug. Rest your head down. And bring your heel down as well. We will do a bridge pose. So you want to be able to touch your heels, just about, and feet are hip distance apart. As you inhale, lift your hips up, but not just lift, but peel it out, peel it, so that even your upper back stops touching the floor. Okay, and as you exhale, you will go down. You can also add arms to this movement. So as you inhale, you're lifting your hips and arms. And as you exhale, going down. Keep going in your own pace. Perhaps going higher with your hips each time. And maybe staying up for a moment or two. Lifting your hips higher and higher. Strong thighs. Your knees don't spread out. And resting down. Very good. Now it's quite typical for yoga class to finish with some inversions. The easiest inversion you can do if you are really new to yoga is simply lifting your legs up. So you have a nice 90 degrees angle. If you are really tired, you can rest them by the wall. However, if you are more experienced, we'll do a shoulder or maybe even headstand if you are familiar with it. So you have options. Either your legs are up just like this, or you lift your hips and hold your hips, puff up your chest. Here you can keep your knees bent or extend them, maybe with an angle to start with. Choose your preferred inversion, but I'm not teaching it now. So if you've never done a headstand or shoulder stand, please don't try it now. In shoulder stands, you have to protect your neck, so tuck your chin in and look up. And slowly you can modify the angle. Maybe you can straighten those legs, holding your hips. It's okay if you want to stay with bent knees or a bit of angle. Some of you might want to go into full shoulder stand, maybe even without support. Only if you are familiar with it. It's recommended you stay in the inversion for about 3 minutes. It will have a good effect on your heart, as when you come out of it, fresh oxygenated blood will hit your heart. You can keep playing with your legs here. You can keep spreading them out or maybe bringing them over your head. If you are in the shoulder stand, you can simply move into plow. Perhaps even bringing your arms over your head. Keep breathing. If you feel creative and you are in a shoulder stand or headstand, perhaps you want to cross your legs as if you are sitting but upside down. But if it's too much for you, then why not to just bring your knees to your forehead. Very slowly we will come out of the inversion. Maybe hold the mat and bring one vertebra at a time down, especially if you are in a shoulder stand. Great. So that was our last pose. So prepare for the relaxation by grabbing a blanket or maybe some hoodie or jumper. just to stay warm, maybe some socks on your feet. I haven't mentioned, but when you practice yoga, you are not supposed to have your socks on because it will make it all very slippery. So as you lay down, I would like to suggest you a modification. So instead of having your legs wide and long, why not to create a diamond pose by bringing your feet together so that they create a diamond shape. It will be a nice hip opener. You might also choose something else. If you have a nice thick pillow or a blanket or bolsters, some of you might have bolsters, you can place it at the back of your spine. So as you lay down on it, it will help you open your chest more. So plenty of options. I'm demonstrating again. You have a bolster, pillow or folded blanket or another yoga mat at the base of your spine so that you can lay down on it, bringing your shoulders down. And then I suggested your feet can be together to make a diamond shape. Whichever you choose, arms should be nice and spread out with palms facing the ceiling. Great, and take a couple of deep breaths there. You can close your eyes at this point. Maybe rock your neck, head from side to side to release tensions from your neck. And then take a couple of deep breaths into your entire body. And exhale through your mouth to release any unnecessary tensions you may hold, or just to relax deeper. Feel free to make a sound as you exhale. Going deeper into your pose. Scanning your body with your inner eye, checking how your legs are and whether they are as relaxed as they could be. If you don't like laying down, feel free to sit down. It's also a kind of meditation, but preferably just lay down to relax and recharge after the session. So take a couple of deep breaths into your legs, and as you exhale, let any tensions you find sink into the ground. Great. You can all keep your eyes closed at this point. It's okay if you drift away a bit. Now next time, after your inhale, I invite you to make a sound, letter ah. And while chanting ah, we will focus on our legs only. So join me if you feel like it for 3 chants. Nice deep breath in. Legs only. Nice deep breath in. And the last one. Deep breath in. Very good. Now travel with your awareness into your upper body. So we have your belly, we have your lower back. Find the connection it makes with the ground, your upper back as well, and your chest. And your chest is expanding as you breathe. Check your shoulders. They are also in touch with the floor. Your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers. Nice and relaxed on the ground. Take a couple of deep breaths into your upper body, including your arms. And going deeper into your relaxation each time you exhale. When you are ready, join me to make a sound. Ooh. Nice deep breath in. Just focusing on your upper body as you make that sound. Inhale. And the last one. Nice. Keep laying down, and if you feel like it, maybe spread your legs out if your hip opener is just too much at this point. You can just lay down being comfortable. And as we move our awareness up into our head, we also try to feel the heaviness of our head. The head is heavy on the floor so that your neck can fully relax. Your neck, shoulders, they don't have to hold your head up anymore. You can trust the floor. The floor supports you. You can sink your head into that space. Becoming aware of your facial muscles and letting go of any tensions. Your jaws, maybe even gums, lips, chin, cheeks, nostrils, nose, eyelids, forehead. Everything is nice and relaxed, with a sense of peace at your heart. Nice deep breaths into your head and neck, relaxing a bit more as you exhale. Letting the floor catch you. It fully supports you, and you can trust it. The last sound we will make is letter M. So after next inhale, join me to chant M. Great, you can feel the sound vibrating in your head. Inhale. Good. And the last one. Now, if you remember, we've done 3 sounds, which together make Aum. So we are going to do one long sound, moving through all the 3 letters and moving through your body as well. So as we start, you will start thinking and focusing on your legs, then moving through your upper body into your head as we finish. Nice deep breath in. Join me if you feel ready. Again. And one more time. Beautiful. Stay with the sense of bliss, peace, and space within you. Your body is the temple, a safe space you can always come back to, regardless of the outside world. Ask yourself, what is it that you would like to take away from this practice so that it can stay with you for the whole day, maybe even week to come. What's your intent? What's your desire for yourself, the people you love, or maybe the entire world? Today, next week, this month, year, future. You can send your wishes now. Feeling a sense of gratitude to yourself for the wonderful practice you've done today. Whenever you feel ready, start moving your fingers, your toes, taking your arms over your head for a full body stretch as you still lay down, and then maybe hugging your knees by your chest and rolling onto your right side. So staying in a restorative pose on your right side. It's just more gentle for the heart than the left side. Reconnecting with your breath if you haven't already. And staying mindful of your body, maybe even your soul. And when you are ready, you can slowly move all the way up to sitting, cross-legged or any other pose. Opening your eyes when you feel ready. And just to make you aware, it's again 10 to 12, so I run a bit over. If you have the time to stay for a few more minutes, we're just gonna do self-massage to bring more energy in. So, wrap your hands and start massaging your face. Nice, energetic, vigorous movements. Massaging your head. Maybe patting your head with fingertips or maybe even with your fists, whichever feels more appropriate. Good, massaging, squeezing the neck and shoulders. Extending one of the arms for a bit of massage. And patting the chest with palm or fist. Lower ribs. Nice deep breaths. And switch sides, massage the other arm. And pat. Deep breaths. Now, if you know the direction of digestion, just massage your belly, circles. Basically you go all the way left, down, right, up. Left, down, right, up. So that's the direction of digestion. So keep massaging your belly. Don't worry, don't think too much about it. And then bring your palms or fists onto your lower back for a bit of massage here as well. Nice energetic movements, eventually patting your buttocks. Extending your legs so you can pat your thighs. Outside, inside, back, and front. Massaging your shins, squeezing your calves. And we'll finish off with foot massage. So give your feet a bit of squeeze. Great. Now lifting your arms up for prana mudra. So your arms are up with elbows gently bent, closing your eyes. Asking yourself what this pose may symbolize for you. Perhaps it's the moment to bring your intent again. Bringing palms together at the crown of your head. Forehead, throat, and heart, and we will chant Om together to close the practice. I'm afraid I forgot chanting it at the beginning of the session. You can roll your shoulders back, take a nice deep breath in, join me when you are ready. And bend for Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. And most of all, thank yourself for the wonderful practice you've done today.